if Byron Bay is so dangerous to drive around there of a night time, why is there a young girl standing there next to a telegraph pole? Can you see the girl? If it is so dangerous, why is there a young girl standing there in the side street? Let me rewind it and you have a look yourself. The timestamp is 4 minutes and 17 seconds on THEO Hayez recreation of the night 12:40 to 1 a.m. Right? There's the timestamp. 4:17 a.m. Watch. 4 minutes, 17 seconds. Watch. You see the girl. When it reloads, I'll do it. So why is there a girl standing there on the corner as I turn left? I then moved the camera and I then went round the corner. There's the girl back there. The night continued on. See what I mean? So if Byron Bay is so dangerous, why is there a young girl standing back down there on the corner? And yes, I know, my stupid camera keeps going out. I keep looking there and I'm saying, look, there's a footpath. When I have a look? I do know. I've done all this before and I used to live here. I said this on the video 9 months ago. Right, let's go back to 4 minutes, 17 seconds. Now the street corner light that's out here at the moment. Street corner light is out. It used to be on. But look, there she is. Street corner light there. Why is she standing there if it's so dangerous? Byron Bay is not a dangerous area. It is what the media wants you to think. Right. Stop there, it's not a road. There's over here, he's walking around the car. Stupid camera's gone. There's a trail in there. But see, you can't see it in the dark. And then it's gone, no, that's too pitch dark. Now, okay, what have we got now? There's the car interior light on. Come on, camera. Man, the camera. Man, I was going to smash that camera so bad. There's Mr. Dog in the back of my car. Right, you didn't go get my camera to clear up? The ocean. But that's coming from the... Remember, you're seeing what THEO can see. But not blurry. Construction stuff. You see there's a grassy footpath over there. Concrete footpath with grass either side. Now they put all these white bollards. They put them there to keep the backpackers from parking their cars there. That's what they're there for. Keep people off the bloody road. Off the grass, I meant to say. Right. And then now, because there's no cars here this time of night, and it's winter, I can show you. I can actually... There it is. There's the footpath. Stop here, and there's the footpath THEO walked down. So they say, which I thought is where he walked down at that time, until I found the next audio video and then showed that he did not. Now I'm going right down here to Milne Street. So, if Byron Bay is so dangerous, why is there a little girl standing there on the street corner and there's a house over here at that time in the morning? See, I'm not going to shine people in people's driveway. And in the other video, this is right where the backpacker was parked. Have a listen, exactly what I'm going to say. This is where the backpacker was parked in his van, the French guy. No stopping sign. Look, it's universal. It's red and white. No stopping. But the backpackers all parked there because they walked down the trail to go down to the beach to go down there to the bonfire. That's why they parked there. And then THEO's walked down there, like... See? And then it just goes on, and that's about the end of it. So, I hope showing you that bit of footage there Go down and have a look at it. THEO Hayez recreation. Sorry about the bad camera. I didn't know the camera stuffed up. But you're going to look at the timestamp, like I said. 4 minutes, 17 seconds. Young girl by the telegraph pole. Now another lie, what they come out there with, which the media I don't like. So now they're showing where THEO's GPS apparently went. Like I said, he went up there to the barricade and then he walked round there to the track gate to go round there to the Byron Bay Youth Centre. Now the young girl I seen standing on the corner was just there in this video. So if it is so dangerous and that dark with all those houses around, why would a young girl be standing there just after midnight? Right there on that very corner, right where THEO walked. That is where Milne Street is, where the backpacker van is. THEO's then walked down through there, gone across there, round through there, lost his hat, and then gone that way. They're making a mountain out of a molehill. Now, who made up this tracking? And then the news reporter said THEO then went up here and tried to climb the rock face. But hello, his GPS does not show that. So why would THEO leave his phone on the beach and try to climb up a rock face? Don't you think he'd take his phone with him? See? More speculation bullshit. It's a theory. It's all crap. That's what he did. He walked up there, went to there, come back to there, and went to there. End of story. That's it. That's where he went. That's fact.
You don't know. You don't see this little offshoot here, do you? No. To be able to see the place, we visit
Ha ha ha. Nearly got what I wanted.
Dana.
She's walking up with Gary Jubelin, the corrupt cop, ex-cop, the multi-millionaire reporter. Thank you very much. Let's have a look over here. There's the rock face. There's a high rock front. And the walking trail is behind that. So, she then goes to say, he tried to climb up there and roll down there and land in the water. How do you roll down a hill, go across the path and roll up over a hill if you're knocked unconscious, then fall into water? How do you roll down? I'll say it again. How do you roll down an embankment, roll across a footpath and roll up over a great big rock and then fall down there in the water? Look at the size of the rock. She's an idiot for saying it. Yes, you're an idiot. Right. And I'll let her show it to you. Then the oceanographer said no, he only had to be a metre or two above the ocean. Well, we just looked at the GPS. He was standing here on the sand. He wasn't standing over there in the rocks. He wasn't standing up there on those rocks. And he wasn't standing over here. He walked up to there. He walked into here where they are. And then they showed where they had the fire. But I think what you're going to find, with the amount of time difference he was there, she was only there for 5 minutes. Yes, a total of 5 minutes.
It's a known spot for beach parties, which Gary believes could have been how THEO was lured here.
See, burnt firewood.
This clearing area, as I understand, is an area where people gather, have parties, and as you can see, it's a perfect area.
But then
There's the trail. Can you see it? Look. There's the trail there where they walk up the embankment. That's where they had the barbecue. Right? Don't worry about my finger. That's where he walked up the hill to go and have a number 2 and pass his poop. Right? And that's why he's in that video. Back there. So then he said he walks up there. Of course THEO's going to walk up there. That's where. Right, so if there's other people there, THEO's going to walk up top of the hill to have a poop. He's not going to poop in front of everybody else. And he's not going to have a poop down around there where people have a barbecue, because that's just been outright disgusting. So he's going to climb up around the back of the bushes there to go do his business. Then he's going to come back down there. So either before he had a poop or after he had the poop, he sat there and he went through his videos and his messages and he talked to his mate. Then he walked back down there onto the sand. Let's get on to that. Does that make sense? He's walked up there, had a poop and checked his messages, or checked his messages and then walked up there and had a poop, or he's just walked up there, had a poop and then come back down and then sat on the sand on the second last dot and then checked his messages. Because he quotes, he talks about the ocean is nothing like surface paradise. That's another point. Right, Dr. Claire Carey is not a very rich woman. Does she look like she's wearing a mink suit? No. Now, timestamp 37 minutes, 31 seconds. Go watch it yourself. Right, Special Investigation, 60 minutes. Right, that's it there. Published on October 16th, 2022. Right, that's the rock this silly reporter reckons THEO rolled up and over. You have a listen.
Oceanographer, expert in drift analysis.
Right, can you see it? Right there, look. Let's do it again.
Are totally unable to think. With no sightings and no body, police declared their search over, convinced THEO had agreed to examine the conditions.
See the current? Have a look. Watch.
THEO disappeared.
Perfect.
If he's fallen off the headland, do you believe he's landed in the water?
Well, it's hard to see how he would have landed in the water, given that.
What a stupid question.
Not particularly steep, but I can just say that if he did land in the water, there is a high probability that he did get swept.
How would you roll down that and roll up over that and roll down over that? What a stupid question. How bloody stupid? How can you roll down that, go there's the trail, and roll up over that, and then roll down over there? Impossible.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Now watch. Can you see the current right here? You watch this water here when I turn the video on.
Where would he have had to fall to be washed into the ocean?
I'd say between 1 and 2 metres above the waterline, so quite close to the water.
But she doesn't know.
Colette is also a Byron Bay local.
There's a surfie. And where's she going to go? Look.
We have a notorious rip current that runs off the southern side of this headland here. That rip current would have been present.
If THEO was caught in this rip, he would have most likely been swept out to sea and eventually trapped in the East Australian current. On the night THEO disappeared, that current was unusually close to the shore and was fanning out both to the left and right of the beach.
So a drifting body really could have been swept either to the north or to the south.
You want some water there in the background.
His body have been found? How far north, how far south?
So if he'd gone north, he could have gone
THEO
up towards
is
Brisbane
walking
and
right
been
there.
entrained in the southward flow, which then heads down towards Sydney, and it forms these sort of rotating bodies of water that we call eddies, and things can be entrained in those for many months, either heading eastwards towards New Zealand or south towards Tasmania.
Perhaps the only
Now
certainty
watch the waves.
is that the ocean is unlikely to ever give up its secrets.
There's the rip there.
Something THEO's godfather, J.P. Pector, and wife Julia are not yet ready to accept.
You know, I really starting to hate hearing Liz Hayez's voice because she just waffles on so much. But what they don't do, they sit there and film the actual ocean. Like that. Look. See the body there turning around? See, look. There's a wave. There's the current going out. Now watch. You'll see her riding the surfboard out. There it is there, look. See it? Chop, chop, choppy. Now here she goes, look, look. There she is, same woman. And where's she riding? Right out up there next to the waves. Case closed. That's what happened to THEO. Rainwater comes down there, washes down through there. Here's the trail where THEO walked up, done his business, come back down, sat on the sand, walked over there, washed his bum, and got washed out. End of story, case closed. If Byron Bay was so dangerous, why hadn't they put in solar-powered streetlights? Why haven't they done something? If Byron Bay was so dangerous, why isn't it well known around the world? It's not.
He would have most likely been swept out to sea and eventually trapped in the East Australian current. On the night Theo disappeared, that current was unusually close to the shore and was fanning out both to the left and right of the beach.
So a drifting body really could have been swept either to the north or to the south.
So where could Theo's body have been found? How far north, how far south?
So if he'd gone north, he could have gone up towards Brisbane and then been entrained in the south.
There it is there, look, the water's going out.
Down towards Sydney and it forms...
Let's do that again real quick.
If he'd gone north, he could have gone up towards Brisbane and then been entrained in the southward flow, which then heads down towards...
See what I mean? And look what she's wearing, all high-end clothes, and look what poor old her's wearing, a pair of bad daggy blue jeans. They don't care. They make the money. She's a multi-millionaire, and her husband is a media mogul. And the other point is that copper is a convicted felon. He's criminal because he illegally recorded a conversation during a suspect when he was a policeman. He got the sack, the guy sued him, and the guy also sued the police force. So Gary Jublin, to me, credibility is out the window for intelligence. He may know criminal activity, but he doesn't have any common sense. Because he never said he checked up there in the bushes to see if there was any scat, poop. He just said there was nothing up there. Of course not. 3 years later, what happens to a cow pad in the bush? What happens to bear poo? What happens to grizzly bear poo? What happens to possum poo? Rat poo? As soon as it rains, it gets wet, it dissolves. Of course he's not going to find nothing. Wake up, Gary Jublin. Anyway, that's it there from me, Miss Dominoid. You want to get into what's that one? That's theirs. You read it yourself. But to me, there's the outgoing current. There's a wave coming in. There's the water going out. Clear as simple as hell. Sorry, Theo, mate. You got caught by a wave. Like a lot of other people. I witnessed a guy at Windsor when I was about 10 years old. He tried to swim across the Hawkesbury River and he lasted, this is 50 years ago, he lasted about 1.5 minutes and he was pulled under. My father and my uncle and my cousins raced over there in a speedboat. They dived in the river trying to save him, but they never found him. And then 2 of them nearly drowned and they got back into the speedboat. And then 4 days later, they found his body down the Hawkesbury River, down at Sackville. And that was on the bend at Hawkesbury, along the Terrace Road, on the north side of the Hawkesbury River, over the New Windsor Bridge, on the way up to Freeman's Reach. There's a right-hand bend in the river. And that's where that was. And that was way back in 1971. So don't tell me there's no power in water. We all know how strong the river can be. Look what it does in floods. So what chance did Theo have? Anyway, me, Mr. Ominoid, good night. See ya. Or good morning. Have a good day. Rest in peace, Theo. God love you. Leave me a comment if you like. Whatever. But climbing up a rock face? Oh, come on, lady. Look at the size of the rock there. Look. How's he going to roll down that, roll over that? Man, talk about stupid questions.